There's a little tidbit at the end that you might remember. Well, it's a little bit mixed in of a lot of stuff, but really it's at the end. Okay, the Browns, they got to win 4 of 5, 4 of their next 5. They got to win 4 of their next 5, 4 of their next 5. All right, Baltimore hasn't actually got one of these onside kicks since 2001. 4 of their next 5. That's what they got to win. I don't know if I've said that enough tonight yet. 4 of their next 5, they've got to win. Uh, I want you to know that Justin Tucker's probably never made an onside kick at all with them because, well, 4 of their next 5, they got to win. Yeah, okay. Well, let's see what he does. Oh, and then that leads us into the classic Browns moment today. Pretty impressive that we could basically blow like a 20 touchdown lead, and then in the end, all we got to do is get an onside kick, which is literally like nobody should mess up onside kicks. But boom, right off our show. I mean, okay, I watched Justin Tucker's Dancing with the Stars routine out here. He's like, whoop, whoop, I'm just spinning. You don't know what I'm doing. Am I going here? Am I going there? Look at this hand. Look at this hand. Look at this hand. Is it going there? Oh. But somehow that worked because we don't even look at where the ball's. How the hands team is all that should be out there. Everybody out there should literally just have stickum on their hands, and that's it. I mean, I don't know. Anyway, that was just like, I mean, it was on par with the Browns brand, but it was just what the hell. I was actually most of this game just kind of casually doing some things because I felt like we really had it. Once you break Lamar Jackson's ankle, which by the way, somebody commented, well, start talking about Lamar Jackson's durability. The guy's proven. No, he's not. So anyway, back to the game. If you watched my top defensive plays of last year, which you can go ahead and just look on the channel here and do that if you want, you'll see there was an Odell Beckham pass where essentially he ended up having to jump up and slap the ball down just to prevent the interception from happening. So I actually called that a best defensive play, even though it was on the offense, just kind of like as a joke. Well, you can bet this year in the best defensive plays, I'm going to put that Jarvis Landry tackle catch thing that just happened, where literally the ball was way underthrown. Classic bird leg Baker move. Jarvis Landry's got to turn around here and throw the guy down. Now, I texted people. I was like, we got away with that one because we did. But then later on, when that guy got shoved over, I mean, that was clear as day. So I don't know at this point, what's going to get called, what's not going to get called. I haven't looked it up. I meant to look it up today, but I thought there was some sort of rule where we were able to actually challenge it if it was like such an egregious call, but maybe not. Maybe that went away after like a year or two, but I don't know. Anyway, those are some pretty egregious calls. I mean, most wrestlers would have been impressed with Jarvis Landry's takedown move that he had on that guy just to stop that interception. But I don't know. To be honest, watching the last game, Lamar Jackson threw so many interceptions. It was almost better for them to have Huntley in this one. But I mean, I don't know. He's hitting these outside long bombs. We're just leaving these people on islands out here. That wasn't really what we're supposed to be about. Our defense actually is maybe becoming a consistent thing now. I can say I've seen several games where they've done pretty well. Now, I mean, we did, of course, lose that last game, but I felt like the defense was the only thing that was somewhat working. And, we got to get healthy. Who would have thought that a team that literally only relies on all these, out dink and dunk side passes with a bunch of screens and stuff like that, and runs, all of that comes from having 26 tight ends. But we only had one available. And, of course, he started out the game by looking like he didn't know what he was doing. But again, I want to point out, and I always loved this part. Anthony Schwartz did not show up at all. So thank God he's on the practice squad. We've got that guy slated to where he needs to be. I just think that we really should have done something better with that pick. But for the most part, we haven't been missing on picks lately. And Jock, man, I mean, well, it's such a steal. Just watching him run around the field and just track people down and destroy them. It's incredible. I mean, the defense is really, it's something I think we can definitely build on. Is this Baker Mayfield experiment going to work? I don't know. Today, he had plenty of rest and plenty of time and all this other stuff, and he was still underthrowing and overthrowing people all over the place. I don't care who's going to come on here and give me some sympathy crap about how, Birdlegs Baker was able to run for a couple of, first downs. Great, he did. And I'll give him that. Okay, I'll give him that. This year, he's certainly learned that he has to throw the ball away sometimes. instead of just always running. Time in the pocket today where he could have tried to squeak out of there, but he was just like, no, get rid of that. And it actually looked like a much smarter Baker than we normally see. Something that's weird though is like last year we probably had like 20 times where Baker could just like shout his cadence enough times that they would jump off sides. And then for some strange reason, that's not happened at all this year. And we've even tried to do these like extra things. It's like almost part of our playbook. I don't know if you've noticed, but sometimes when we have that little bit of extra room to run, we do kind of come back to, hey, let's see if we can get them to jump off sides. But no one's done it at all this year. I don't think we've done that one single time. But last year we were just like great at it, and I have no idea why Baker hasn't like gotten better at that or what's happened there. But anyway, Chubb did get a couple carries. I don't think the run game was completely there, but again, we're missing all of our tight ends. Janovich was able to field a punt return, which was pretty interesting. Or was that a punt return or a kickoff? Anyway, the point is, that was pretty interesting. I don't know. I always like playing against the Ravens because they always do this super clever stuff. And, I mean, even last year when we played them, they had an injury to Lamar Jackson. He came out like Larry Bird, in the second part of the game and just destroyed us. And I don't know, I kind of expected that to happen this game. Like, okay, cool, he clicked his heels together like he was some kind of holiday elf, and then now he's like out. Whatever, I mean, I'm here for it. It's a win's a win, but here we gotta win 4 of the next 5. So I guess 3 of the next 4 now. This means we've got some wiggle room. Anyway, next game, guys.